Welcome back to The Advisor. I am so excited because we have our Hassan back from Saudi Arabia. He's taken a couple months off, but he is back and he's here to talk to us about his new app, his book, and the vagus nerve. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, Dr. Bradley Nelson, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio, and to our fans and our listeners. Thank you so much for your support. You are keeping us in the top 0.1% of podcasting in the world. And that is amazing. And we are so excited to provide you with more exciting content that can change your world in little ways. Information is power. So, welcome back, Hassan.
Nice to meet you.
It's really good to see you again.
Sorry, I took the rest for a couple of months because it was the off season. In 19 April, I used to have a natural bodybuilding competition, my first one. But to be honest with you, because I'm a natural, people used to say that you should gain fast weight, but in the reality, after maybe more than almost 3 months of working and eating, I just maybe gained 6 pounds and I lost 3 pounds. That's what
In
I
two
did.
months?
In almost more than 3 months, I gained 6 pounds and I lost in 1 week 3 pounds. That's crazy because the reality that the natural athletes, from one of the good signs that the hormones balance quickly. But the
Mm,
non-natural, it's hard to balance. That's why they could gain fast, they could lose fast, and that's the difference. But the good thing that when you prepare for any competition, you can lose your fat in the good time and reach to the right fat percentage.
yeah. So, when your body is operating optimally, it does really
Mm.
amazing things. Hey, a lot of people don't
Yeah, and sometimes you can
understand.
see people who say we are natural, but in the reality, it's not natural because he gained fast the fat percentage because the usually it's coming like unbalancing hormone because he tried to make recovery. And that's the difference
Mm.
between the natural and the natural. The natural keep in a specific physique and hard to change for the long term.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The body is adapting and it's just like a tree. You plant a tree and it grows slowly and it does
Yeah.
things
And
naturally. But when you put,
sometimes when it's slow, like it can give fruits in a time of age of the tree, can give fruits faster than the age of growing the tree, as you said
oh,
exactly. Like the
yeah,
same thing,
that's
you could
interesting.
gain muscle in a level, like couple kilograms in a good percentage, but remember, this is the all start from the scratch, slowly, slowly, and then what you make it looks big, that's for you slowly, in your
Mm,
opinion, and that's natural.
cool. So I
Because
prefer
the
being
natural
natural.
guy yeah, the natural guy usually, or the good guy usually, he believe that uh, I'm a normal guy. I'm just a normal guy. I'm not perfect. But يعني usually, why a lot of people they could fail, especially so many influencers, because when they start seeing themselves, usually the human being or is a mirror for his brother or his sister, but he never been a mirror for himself. When he starts seeing like that, then he become crashed down. Let's
Yeah.
try to talk now about the vagus nerve system. Sorry for maybe get out from the topic. The vague before, I used to believe that the psychological problem or psychiatric problem is coming from something we don't know or unknown. But later, I discovered everything related for the vagus nerve system. You can call it from it's kind of parasympathetic nerves and important nerves. Start from the brain and finish in the left side of the colon. When we start realizing that there is a problem in the vagus nerve system, when we have a problem in the left side of the colon, and sometimes reach a pain in the like a back pain in the middle side. When we have this problem, that's mean a serious problem for the vagus nerve system. To be honest with you, most people who want to reduce weight, they already have a huge storage of glycogen. So if they want to focus for losing weight, they can do it and they can make a great achievement. Like what we said before, separating the workouts from the day of the cardio, and they can make it for the long term. But the athlete, the real athlete, people who they become strong athlete, the storage of glycogen, it's hard to keep it for the in a good percentage for all the time because you have to follow a stronger food system to keep the storage. And that's why sometimes I have so many problems with my vagus nerves because I don't eat enough carbs. That's why I have to drink juice and to take other carb resource to fill the glycogen resource. That's why sometimes when people heard about sugar spike, sometimes they believe it's always bad, but sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's bad if you have insulin resistance, it's bad. And could be good if you want to refill your glycogen resource, because that's Operation Save the Body from a great danger. And that's not bad always. Sometimes it's
Mm.
okay to have like a carbo, like if you see in army, sometimes some type of people in army, especially when they started, focus about fitness. On when you see their food, mostly it's carbo. It's not that much protein.
Yeah,
But if you see they're strong, they're strong. Why? Because they don't reach until muscle failing. They just want to focus on fitness in general. That's why you see their
right.
food is like a poor guys,
A
but they are
lot of
strong. They
rice,
are
a lot of rice.
But when some people who work for would like need to gain muscles like that, they give them a special diet, nutrition, like they need to focus on protein or whatever. Like
Yeah,
Chef Janet,
yeah,
the chef,
exactly.
that famous guy, and so many others. So uh, the main goal for the vagus nerve system help to rest and digest and reduce the body. And there are
Mm.
so many ways to how to help this one or the nerve system to control it. But we have to understood that our main problem for the biggest nerve system is the our lifestyle these days, because our lifestyle is a busy days, has too much gnawing, uh, and people fighting all the time when you have customer and whatever. When we face so many bad experience, we cannot stop that, but we need to know how to handle with that, how to face it, or we're gonna die. Of course, we'll not survive. So it's not just important for our psychological, also for our body to stay in a good condition, to stay healthy, to stay in good fitness, in everything else. Even for deep sleeping is still important. Like when I used to have the peak week, I couldn't sleep well. Why? Because no enough carbo. And that's affect even for my sleeping. Sometimes when I sleep, I remember that I can open my eyes, but I cannot move. And I can hear my wife voice using the mobile phone. That's the weird thing I've ever seen. And that's natural. That's why it's important to protect it. The main ways we could use it to reduce the problems vagus nerve system, the camphor cream, like which we use it in Vicks cream. Usually people use it for the kids when they have flu or cough or they have a heat. They put it to reduce the pain so they could have better sleep. The same thing if you use it for your neck in general, or if you put in the left side of the colon, it can help to activate because the heat of the camphor reactivate and make comfort for that nerve so you can focus in your daily life, because this vagus nerve system is not only for our digesting, it's also for focusing mentality, for our heart, for breathing, for the liver, for almost everything. It's because it starts from here to here. So when we have a problem in this side, the vagus nerve system try to reduce the power or the energy from the important part like digesting or focusing or whatever to others something much more important like the heart speeds to stay alive or for the liver to stay alive. That's why if we want to stay is even in exams, if you have an exam and you have a problem this in the vagus nerve system, mostly will not be able to focus to give the right answers. Sometimes you need to relax, calm down before you go to exams. And one of the other ways, if you don't want to use the camphor I recommend it, but not too much, because if you use it too much, it maybe it could not. It's like a painkiller. Too much painkiller is bad idea. So the same thing. Time to time you can use it because it's like a painkiller. But the main treatment to use it, you can use like you do you know the mixed berry juice?
Yes.
The mixed berry juice. The mixed berry juice is one of the uh, best idea you can use it because that's helped to reduce the inflammation. Like if we back in the history, the British troop worldwide, they used to have a specific drink. It's called Vimto. It's like a big spirit syrup. You put it in a bottle and they can storage it without refrigerating. When they need to drink it, they drink it with cold water and they mix it with the syrup and they drink it. They used to give the that drink used to give them energy because it's help with inflammation to fix it.
Right.
And that's why if you see it's coming almost worldwide, the Vimto, even in GCC countries like in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. But that's a different case here because it came from a businessman in India. And when the people discovered, the women's when they prepare the flour in the farm, knocking like that, with like a heavy tool, people
Yeah.
at that time used to use it with as ice and make a natural slash. And they put it in a plastic bag and they used to sell it for the kids, open it with a scissor, and the kids used to drink it like that because sometimes straw is not accessible everywhere.
Right. Oh
So
my God, I
imagine this
love that story.
natural slash. Yani. People know how to pay them, their mind, but they used to buy the ice from the manufacturers because it's hard to purchase it or to make it at home. Yani, like a normal ice cubes, it was hard because having fridge it wasn't accessible for everyone at that time. But it makes sense how it is important in our daily life. And also other things we can use it, the breathing. When you do cardio, breathing from your nose, it helps to reduce the pain. You know, the singers, they recommend if they say if you have time, like a break time between for within singing, try to take a breath from your nose to make your belly fat go outside to make your vocals much better. And this is the main strategy for good vocal singing, how they sing.
And that does that also activate your vagus nerve? I heard that humming, if you hum, it calms your tones your vagus nerve.
Exactly. And the same thing with acting, people who work in filming industry, they recommend for them,
Yep.
take a breath in 4 seconds from your nose, hold it, and then breathe out from your mouth 4 seconds and hold, and so on until you relax, because that's help for the vagus nerve system. Also, to be honest with you, when the people stay with good environments, it helped. To be honest with you, one of my biggest mistake, I repeat it again, within the off season, I didn't go to the gym that much. And I discovered that sometimes maybe I'm not able to do the workout by the right way. That's why I decide to go to the gym even for doing nothing, even for go swimming pool, for relaxing. Imagine this is the your resort. Stay there, enjoy something better than nothing. And by the time that environment is gonna change and be much better, and you're gonna back to workout naturally. And this is the main point why most people they cannot continue the gym after that, or they have big failing. And this, I have to be honest with you, one of my mistakes. To be honest, I did it. But anyway, I life's learning continual. non-stop learning. The other thing also, remember when we talk about magnesium, how it is important for the nerves recovery.
Yeah,
The same, we within this time, because like for example, my off season or bulking time, I need to increase the dose of the magnesium. And there's so many resources for the magnesium, not only from the supplement. Also, you can use it from spinach, from so many other food resources contain the magnesium. Uh, I remember I mentioned that before, the date fruit, coconut water, also banana, all these stuff, and also some veggies when you make it as a soup. Sometimes I make lentil soup with mix it with tomato and uh, squash in a soup and become too thick, and I drink it like to prepare for my body for eating bigger meals. But I don't put too much liquid. Why? Because I want to make it thick like a sauce.
yum. I
That's
like
a
stews.
different.
I like thick stuff like that. Sounds delicious. I never knew how good coconut
And
water was for the body until very recently. And so I started using it too for my fascia. It's supposed to be really good for hydration. Um, what do you use coconut water for?
exactly. Usually, to be with you, because within the bulking season, I eat some more fruits for
Yeah,
preparing my body to eat something big meal. And like for example, watermelon. Watermelon, if you sometimes mix it with cottage cheese, it can be a natural electrolyte to keep the body
right.
hydrated. It's from the word carbohydrate, to make the body hydrated. Without carbohydrates, you cannot protect the water in our body and keep your body hydrated. And the possibility for dehydration is increasing.
Right.
And that's the main point of carbohydrates. But the idea is not the food itself, it's just how to balance when's the right time to eat. That's why you could see some influencers, they could eat burgers sometimes because they need to prepare their body for something bigger meal. Like, for example, I remember when I went to the gym, after I finished the exercise, I made at home French toast, but I didn't like sweet food that much, so I make it salted French toast. It's just egg wash, and I mix it with tomato sauce and some ingredients like chopped green onions, like that. And I make like egg wash and I prepare it. And the rest of the egg, I cook it to eat it. But later, I feel like after 2 hours or 3 hours, I was starving, really hungry. I've been to a great chicken restaurant. I ordered a wall chicken. I couldn't believe in just 5 minutes I finished the chicken without rice, without anything. That was insane. Like, the leg of the chicken, it was like a lollipop in just 1 second disappear. I
Yum.
couldn't
I
believe
love
because I'm
food.
starving.
I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. My food, when I eat, it's just like, especially if it's made really well, I just gulp it down. But I get it when you eat a really good meal. Oh my God, it's just so satisfying. And something that you said really kind of hit home for me is that the food that we have can be used as medicine. Like it's food is medicine. And if we use it
Exactly.
properly, we don't need to supplement with all this other stuff that people are selling out there. Like people are selling an idea that we're not getting enough nutrients from our food, but really if we eat specific way, it's very healing for the body.
Even if we try to think about the creatine, creatine is already found in fish product, in the meat,
Right.
in the chicken. It's everywhere almost. Even the egg is contain creatine, which is make the liquid stuck in the muscles. But sometimes we could take it additional because we did not take it enough from our natural food. It's not
Right.
something bad. It's okay, Yani. I believe that. And also it can be used as a treatment. We have some cases, it's too low. It's okay to have it. supplement, so I don't mind to have it. It's okay because it's legal. At least much better than coffee. The coffee make anxiety. So, from my opinion, while
Yeah,
it can be used
coffee
also
gives me
for
anxiety
dehydrated for the
too.
body. Mm. So the same thing. To be honest with you, before I continue for anything, I need to talk about because connected for our our topic, it's about the negative ideas in our mind or negative thinking. Negative thinking is the worst thing can destroy a human being and destroy his life. Like, let's try to think about it. Before 2 days ago, I been to a jewel shop because I was thinking later to buy for my wife. It's a jewel shop could collect the Gucci, Dolce Gabbana, these luxury brand names, because sometimes these shops make a discount. It's not a normal shop; it's like a famous shop, a famous brand name, or famous store in our country. I just try to ask because I'm planning to purchase for my wife. I want to look serious. It doesn't look like something else. And she showed me a couple offers, like we have this option. It's made from diamond and it costs $400. So it's great. And I have this option, it's $200, like a gold 18 karat. Okay. And I asked about the credit card installment. She said, yes, it's option. This option is available. We have this one. And while I was talking like a normal customer, doesn't looks like weird. She said in a quiet voice, I didn't expect that. She said, the shop is watched by CCTV cameras, video and record. I'm telling you that for your right side. Then I look at there. Then I back to look at her. What's wrong? Okay, I already know. All shops have CCTV camera. Am I thief? Then I left. I feel it's like a trap. I talked to the operation manager. He said, what? Because she's in 40 years old, it looks like a mother. Even me, I couldn't believe that. When he checked the CCTV, he said, you're right. But the voice, yeah, when he make the voice louder, he heard the voice exactly what she said. Then they put like three situation, but from the whole time they said we'll give you apologize, and in the same time he tried to defend on her. I didn't understand. He looks, yani, in his face, he looks serious that she's a good woman. She didn't do anything. She didn't mean anything, maybe. So I want to try to think: is it right to forgive, or should I make a complaint? Because this is serious. It's not a joke. And anyone could fight in the shop. Try to think, almost 2 days. And then today I was watching a couple influencers who fall down like Salt Bay, like Liver King, like so many others. Maybe we could see in the camera something, but what happened behind the camera, we don't know. That's why sometimes I try to think that the world is a circle. We will back to the same circle and we'll be in the positions of others. So I said, while nothing happened to me, خلاص, it's forgiveness, time to forgive. And I said, imagine that nothing looks happened and I didn't hear anything and I'm totally fine. Don't worry about me and I forgive. I didn't expect that, but uh, to be honest with you, maybe it's the main reason for almost everyone because a lot of people who are working in delivering food, delivering people, or people who work in restaurants, these mistakes could be happening, but could be not a reason to make complaint or to get fired this guy because we don't know what's going on there. So even sometimes if the food fall down on you by mistake, try to forgive and try to say it's okay because you did not go to fight. You went outside to enjoy, to have fun with the people, to have a joy moments. So when we fight with every tiny mistake, because too much negative thinking, we could make a mistake and we fall in the mistake. Sometimes we need to reduce that because this is seriously. Yani, the people didn't go to the wrong way because they from nothing. No, because too much negative, he believed it and then he followed it. Like Adolf Hitler. Unfortunately, he said, lie, lie until you believe yourself, everybody believe you. That's the biggest mistake, and that's why make Germany fall down. from nothing. Because lying too much, you will believe anything, and you will believe yourself, and you will fall down in your mistakes. So that's why sometimes don't ever lie because you could destroy yourself, like what happened with the Liver King. But I wish for him, to be honest with you, and I pray, let's be honest, to recover because I heard that he looks like not fine. So I don't wish anything bad for anyone else. I wish the
Mm.
best for everyone. Maybe that could be hard to believe, but I cannot do anything else. Yani. They are brothers and sisters from Adam and Eve. What can I do? Yani, to be honest with you, the kids born with faith and have things we cannot believe it. Yani, with my wife, when we have financial problem from 2 weeks ago, my daughter, Nada, she gave me her piggy bank and she said, "Take Baba, this is my money. Help, please." I said, "No, no, take your money. It's okay. Keep it. I don't want." I couldn't believe
Aw.
the kids never think about the money. They think about faith. So why not we do that like our kids? We want to go to the heaven with them. So it's okay to sometimes to think in a other way, to think in the positive way. And that's why most people they fail because they cannot continue because too much negative thinking. I used to
Yeah.
be a handicapped person and I survived and I became a bodybuilder and also play calisthenic. How I did that and a marathon runner and person with handicap. And that's impossible. I know it's by medicine, but everybody believed that's impossible. But I did it. So it's time to stop thinking like that. It's time to think in a positive way. And the last thing, when I tried in a philosophy way, for every weakness, a power. Like, let's try to talk about Superman and kryptonite. Superman is strong, a man of steel, but when the kryptonite come, he feel weak and everybody hit him easily. So the same thing with us. Like sometimes even me, I feel when I from weakness, I go to my bed and try to sleep in the position of the baby in the stomach of his mother. It means the weakest situation of a human being. And I
Mm.
remember that one day weak, one day strong, one day weak and strong, like that. So don't think that you're going to stay strong forever. One day you get back weak, so you have to do the right thing with almost everyone. The same thing when do you try to get excuses 1,000 times for your brother or for your sister. That's why I always try to think like that. This is the main message when I try to talk about the vagus nerve system. If you want to recover, forgive. Time to forgive because when you not forgive, you will get more stress, you will get more anxiety, and you will never be fine. That's why when I teach myself, everyone is good, or most people are good, but maybe they don't know the right way. It's okay. By the time they will learn, and when you forgive, I feel fine, and that's why I feel peaceful now.
That's
I just have
beautiful.
one wish one. I just have one wish one day to have it one day. I wish I pray the God. I wish to see an angel one day come to my house. I wish one day. I wish. I know it looks like crazy, but one day I wish. But you don't know, maybe the God accepted. That's why I try to forget about the past because the past is done, finished, and never come back. Try to think about the present for my future. That's it. And just learn from the past.
That's beautiful. I honestly, truly believe that if you close your eyes and you ask the universe to bring you an angel, that angel will come into your presence because I believe that we're all surrounded by angels and we can
Mm.
talk and communicate with them. And sometimes it's just a feeling, but the feeling that we get in the presence of an angel is like a wholesome, warm feeling. So I think that an angel has already been visiting you, my friend.
To be honest with you, I used to have an advice from one of my friends, he said that try to reduce talking with people in the public because let me be honest with you. If you try to eat in restaurant silence, in some restaurants, the waiter could feel fine and never do anything for you. Why? Because they feel he's greater than you. But when you talk in something a better way, something similar like that, you could get hurt. Why? Because he feel weaknesses and he will put his failing on you. That's happened with a lot of people. Not everybody do that, but a lot of people do that, unfortunately. So we could get hurt. So that's why when you are great or greater, whenever you're greater, you're gonna receive more problems. You're gonna face a lot of matters. Like any president in the world, whatever Donald Trump or the rest of them, they're facing ton of problems. Sometimes they feel I want to get back to my reality life or my normal life, and I cannot because too much responsibilities, too much thinking, and even that people don't say even thank you. That's why sometimes I have to rethink what he did is right or wrong. Even if he's not 100% perfect, we're not an angel. Oh, we're not an angel, so we are human being. So it's okay to have mistakes, especially when somebody grew up in age, the possibility that the mistakes or his condition, bad health condition, increase, especially when we have facing too much problem. That's a fit for the biggest nerve system. So it's a fit for the whole body in general, even for daily habits. That's normal. It's okay. I believe that. So it's time to give excuse for any person. I believe that. Sorry.
Mm. Hassan, I'm so excited. Tell us about your app.
My new app, it's a training app. That app, you can help with yourself to get the training as instruction. But I started with cardio to use it for losing weight and stretching. Stretching because help to increase the blood fluiding, to increase the recovery. Like when you do this one, or whatever kind of stretching. And it's really important for the body because the what we call the the I forget the name in English, sorry. It's like inside from this part of the bone, for example, when you do it stretching, you make fluiding for the white cells and the red cells.
Are you talking about the
So that's why it's
cartilage?
important.
Are you talking about the
Yeah,
cartilage?
exactly. It's like because the from here the production of the white cells and red cells. So when you make like that stretching, when you make fluiding better, especially when you wake up. Sometimes you want to make like that, and then you get active. If you didn't make like that, sometimes you don't feel you want to wake up. But when you feel you want to make like that, even with your fingers like that, feel much better.
Yeah, yeah, you get the fluid, you get the body moving. See, now
Yeah.
you're making me do it.
And you can able to focus and make better production, especially in office working. We need each 30 minutes to make stretching for our body to increase the recovery so we'll be able to be more productive, especially at work.
Yeah,
It's simple tip, but it's productive. Office jobs. Even me,
yeah, for
sometimes when
sure.
I do job in my office here, like writing script or whatever, production. And by the way, I have something to would like to share with you. I found it in a local restaurant. I couldn't believe it. Usually, it's famous in Malaysia. It's like a dish they present it in banana leaves. Sorry for that. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Uh, Let me handle it. Like it's in banana leaves. It's white rice with shrimp. When we use the banana leaves like a dish, and we eat it in the streets. I remember my childhood when I used to be there. It's like that. Sorry, like this way.
Cool.
It's a shrimp with rice. We eat it together with bare hands. We don't use any tools. But it's
That looks
giving my
delicious.
childhood memories. I know it's more expensive than the regular rice, but I love it and I purchase it because how it's presented, because it's my childhood memory.
Yeah, that's so cool.
The
I didn't think
people
there was
cut
gonna be
the
rice.
banana in Malaysia and they present it as a dishes to eat the rice and the main dishes like chicken and beef and whatever. Or
Yeah.
the
So
tofu, we call it taho.
what do you eat that with? Do you just eat it by itself?
Usually we eat it like with a family together. We used to go to like some restaurants. We go with a family, in the table they
Yeah.
present this one banana leaves, and we eat it like that. And
Mm,
even in Thailand, they still people prefer this one. But
that's so
because banana
cool.
leaves, people nobody use banana leaves here. That's why it's not common to eat with banana leaves. That's why I found it expensive.
Yeah,
And
it looks expensive. It looks so rich. It looks like a ritual.
I know, like if you go to United States, if you I remember at that time, free-to-lace cost like 80 cents, the big bag, family size bag. But at that time here, it cost like almost $15. From 80
Okay,
cents to $15 is a huge difference. I believe that
interesting.
these items is expensive, but it depends on each country. Each country, they have uniqueness because the local production, or anyway, like that.
Cool. So tell us more about where we can find your new app and about your
You
book
can find
and
it
your
in App
website.
Store, a Play Store for the app, and I'm gonna share with you the QR code so you can make a scan and download it directly. Plus, I'm gonna share with you a code called Garuda. That's gonna give you access for free and unlimited for that program. And the program will be added with workout later by the time, but it's gonna be for free. All of you guys, no need to charge. I know that usually charge like $5, but for the code, it's for free. No need to charge because I believe that the money is not the matter. After had that experience with my daughter, the money is not the matter. The doing the right situation or right action is the matter, and the money it's come by itself, or the what we need it will come by itself. It's not only money.
Yeah, you're making me tear up. That's beautiful. I love that. And it's so true. So many people focus on the money and making money, but we need more of what you're talking about in the world. Giving something to the world that's going to help everybody. And then you're right, the money comes back to you when it needs to.
The money is going and come back, but the people, if disappear, they will never come back easily.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you also, for my book, you can find it in Amazon and all other bookstores, local bookstores like Walmart, and also there's Noble and I forget the name of the store. But all these stores, even if you try to check in the YouTube or Google, sorry, Google, Captain Garuda, Taylor Bravery, you will find all the availability bookstores around you to purchase it, or the local bookstore.
Amazing. We'll make sure to have that in the show notes as well for everybody so they have easy access to it. But it was really awesome. Really nice to see you today. Thank you so much for being here and for talking about all the things to do with the vagus nerve and about, mindset, being positive. I think it's so important. Do you have any last words for the audience today?
Remember, you are weak today, tomorrow you will be strong. Remember that. Today is hard, tomorrow gonna be easy. Just focus for your present because today work is for your future.
Mm,
That's it.
thank
That's
you. Thank you
the
so much
idea I
for
got it
being
from.
here.
It's okay. The idea I got it from Robert Kiyosaki. The future is made by what you did today. That's why I don't just focus
Beautiful.
about today.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited you're back. You're doing another series with us. You're going to be back talking about these things and health and wellness and how to be better in the world. I just really, really respect what you do and I love when you come on the show. So thank you so much.
Makasi, thank you.
And to our audience, think positive and make sure you're being good to yourself because the vagus nerve system, it thrives when you're stress-free, when you're positive, and when you're putting the right things in your body. And it doesn't have to be complicated. So make sure to come back. Make sure to check out Hassan's podcast on our channel where he goes into detail about his journey with the bodybuilding industry and he's in Saudi Arabia, which just makes it so much more interesting. He's able to provide us with insight that we don't usually get. Until next time, have a really great day, everyone.